So why is it that when people think of man's best friend, it's hot wired into our heads that we always imagine a dog? Why is it that dogs are more qualified to take the title compared to other beloved pets? What makes them so special? Well, the reason is that dogs are social animals. They feed off of attention and provide unconditional love towards their owners till their very last breath. The bond between man and dog is cherished. They are considered to be much more than just your pet, and their love is like no other. The reasons can go on forever, but they've rightfully earned the title because they deserve it. For the longest time, I never knew why exactly dogs made me happy. More specifically, I never knew why having a dog in my life benefited my overall well being. It was never apparent to me, but over time, my views changed. And eventually, I realized how much of an impact dogs can have on someone's life, especially when one of my dogs died a couple months ago. When I was much younger, during my elementary school years, I can still remember hearing that bad news from my father that my first dog had died on Thanksgiving. Time passed, and my family had time to grieve, but eventually we were in custody of two more dogs around the time I was in middle school. The experiences I had with these dogs weren't fully understood, but I knew that because I had a dog present in my life, I was rarely depressed. This shows that people who own dogs are less likely to be depressed compared to those who aren't able to enjoy the company of a dog. Dogs provide a huge contribution to someone's happiness. They provide constant company for you, never making you feel alone, and also encourage your health for the better. A personal example of this is me walking my dogs. I'm being physically active alongside them, and in turn, doing this multiple times creates a routine which positively promotes my health. Dogs aren't all fun and games though. Having a dog enacts responsibility, but will actually help with your mental health. What I mean by this is that taking care of a dog reassures your ability in taking care of someone else. Self-esteem tends to increase since you're always using various skills to accomplish tasks with owning a dog. As I learned from the past experiences of having a dog, I soon realized the impact they had on my life, and that they were actually a pillar of support within my family's dynamic. My dogs provided a sense of comfort. When people play with a dog or are petting a dog, they tend to be more relaxed and calmer, especially when some dogs are used therapeutically in stressful environments. Dogs are considered to be leading experts when it comes to relieving stress. Some examples of this are when people are being accompanied by a therapy dog. These dogs are specifically trained to lighten the load in stressful scenarios such as the workplace or even with stressed out students, like myself, during midterms or final exams. It comes to no surprise that when you ask someone who owns a dog if they are considered a member of the family, they always respond with yes. Dogs are the life of any household since they provide unmatched companionship and love, but also help bring families closer together. Getting into college, it almost seemed obvious to me the importance of having a dog and how doing so positively affected my well-being. Coming to terms with the recent death of one of my dogs, it made me realize that people are much happier when owning a dog in their life, since it gives you a strong sense of purpose. Caring for someone else gives you another reason to wake up in the morning. People that own a dog have a greater feeling of achievement that benefits their well-being. You take time that could have been used for anything else to create a satisfactory routine for your beloved canine companion. Having this strong sense of purpose makes your life easier to live in and more constructive, since you have something to work for now. Dogs help you to move on from any life-changing events, such as a recent death, or retiring, or anything else that gives you reason to succumb to unhealthy habits. Some examples are excessive use of drugs or drinking. Sharing a life with someone else means there's no excuse to simply give up when people think they've permanently lost their way. So, after learning from the experiences of owning several dogs, I now know how much of an impact dogs really have on someone's life, especially mine. A dog is far more superior to be called man's best friend compared to other beloved pets someone might own. This is because dogs are considered to be several things, but most importantly, they are loyal, emotionally supportive, loyal and emotionally supportive pet that will love you with no conditions whatsoever. Thanks to my dogs, my well-being has positively been affected since they are always there when I need them in my life. I always knew that having a dog was essential to someone's happiness, but never understood the reasons as to why until recently when one of my dogs died. That made me reconsider my views. My viewpoint has become much more obvious as to why a dog can benefit someone's well-being. The reasons as to why will likely grow as I continue to learn more about a dog's purpose in someone's life. And if it continues like it has so far in my life, I'll never regret the times I've had with my best friends.